Joe Rizzo here with the coach, Jeremy Jacobus, in the middle of the woods.
Nowhere.
Or wherever, but that's because hockey never stops. And the Rockets girls will still be in that evaluation process here in the off-season post-tryouts. Very typically, you see organizations have supplemental tryouts, and the Rockets are no exception to that. You got the first one coming up Tuesday, April 19th at the Rockets 650, right?
That's right. We have an hour slot that night, and that'll be our supplemental tryouts. And I think once that's finished, we'll wrap it up for the evaluation process.
Okay. Well, but we never actually say that the evaluation process is ever over.
That's
because,
true.
Man plans and God laughs, right? So as far as the off-season goes, you have some athletes that are playing multiple sports, and you have others that maybe are single sport athletes, and they're encouraged to do their work off the ice to get ready already for the spring seasons if they're playing it, and for the fall seasons already. So is anybody checking in on those type of workouts and what they're doing? You keeping track?
Yeah, I tell you, lots of players are busy these days. Lacrosse, soccer, softball, it's all going on. And hopefully, too, within a few weeks, we're going to try to be putting together a softball team amongst the Rockets as well. So, again, trying to promote some other things to do in addition to hockey stuff. But I think everybody's very busy these days, for sure.
Yeah, you'd think that hockey takes an off season, but we know that it really doesn't, and that's why we keep every now and then. We're doing more of these videos than even you and I expected, I think.
Outside hockey games now, too, right? We're all doing it on location.
Yeah, and we're nice and warm today, so I think spring has sprung. Now, as far as the spring seasons are concerned, what's your general expectation of a player when they're playing the spring season? The way that it's usually gone in the history of spring seasons is, you could do a little bit more. You're trying to test things out, but you still want to win, but it's a little more like fun aspect and maybe different groups of girls that get together. But for those that haven't done it, give them a little background about what a spring season typically means to a hockey player.
Well, I think it's, we have a long regular season, as everybody knows, so doing the spring season is kind of a way to keep engaged, but it's not a heavy-duty commitment like the rest of the season, right? To get the opportunity to play with different girls and stuff like that, different players, is awesome, right? Because there's some girls you're going to play with in the spring, and then you're going to play against them in the fall. So it makes for another element there. Also, too, I think getting girls down to the rink in the off season and getting some new girls that are going to play with you in the fall. Now that spring hockey acts like a bonding thing as well. So I think it's very beneficial. And unfortunately, not every organization is doing it. But we got it down here at the Rockets. Our rosters are closed at this point, of course. But yeah, it's going to be good. We got a couple tournaments to go to. And, the one thing also, too, for me as a coach is I like to experience those two and play at a little slightly higher level than we're going to do in the season, just to give the girls an idea of what kind of competition is out there.
Okay, so that's one of your off-season updates. If you are pretty much ages, U14 through U19, and you're still looking around, or you want to be evaluated and have somebody take a look at you, this is a great time to do it. Tuesday, April 19th, 6:50 at Rock Ice in Dunellen, which has a sign in front of it now that we never saw before that says ice rink.
Yeah.
Right? They cut down a bunch of trees and stuff over there, bushes, and they're making the grounds around Rock Ice look better, and some improvements inside that we've seen. So hopefully that continues on and makes it a nice place for girls hockey especially.
Absolutely.
Right. That's going to do it. For the coach, Jeremy Jacobus, this is Joe Rizzo. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and every time we do one of these or we stream live for a spring game, a fall game, or Rockets or whoever it is, you'll get an update. And if you hit the alerts button, you'll get an alert as well. We appreciate everybody who has given us this support from here on in and in the future. And if you're just checking it out, you can go through the archives and maybe check out some games or interviews or whatever it is that you like. Thanks for watching Rockets Girls Hockey.